All right, in this lesson, we're going to look at fingerstyle guitar. That means we're chucking the guitar pick and we're using just our fingers. If you've ever heard a fingerstyle guitarist, it always sounds incredible, and it actually usually sounds like there are two guitars going on at once. And the reason why that is because usually the bass note is being played by your thumb. So your thumb is just kind of hanging around doing some different bass notes on the lower strings, and then your other fingers are playing the melody of the song. So there are two different things going on at once, which is why it sounds like two different guitars. Now we're going to take a look at where our fingers go and how to use them, and then I'm going to show you a little pattern to start off with for this lesson. So I'm actually going to start by playing the G chord. In terms of the placement of our picking hand, what you want to do is you're going to designate your thumb and your other fingers to specific strings. Your thumb is usually in charge of the low E, the low A, and the D. Not always the case, but it does depend on what you're playing and the positioning, but your thumb is doing a lot of work. And then your other fingers sort of have these other strings that they're assigned to. So let's look at it here. Our thumb is going to be on the low E string. Our first finger will be on the G string. Our second finger will be on the B string. Our third finger will be on the high E string. And then with your thumb, you don't need to push through the string. You just sort of have to let gravity do the work. And that's your tip for this lesson, is to let gravity do the work. So your thumb is just gonna glide off the string. You don't have to push it. You just let gravity do the work so that you're not doing all the work and adding tension where there doesn't need to be tension. All right, so here's the pattern that we're going to look at. Now that our fingers are in place, we're going to go like this. Start with your thumb, and I'm still playing the G chord there, so start with your thumb, and then you're going to play your first finger, then your second finger, and then your first finger, then third finger, then second finger, then first finger, and then second finger. So it's like this. Again, just a little slower. That's thumb, first finger, second finger, first finger, third finger, second finger, first finger, second finger. One and two and three and four and one and two and three and four and one and two and three and four. Thumb, first finger, second finger, first finger, third finger, second finger, first finger, second finger. So try that again. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. All right, try that out. I love fingerstyle guitar, and I think you will too. It's just one of those things, it's just repetition. You'll get it eventually. Over time, it'll just get easier and easier, and you're just like your fretting hand when you're working on chords, they get easier. The same thing with your picking hand. It will get easier just the more that you do it. All right, we'll see you in the next lesson.